So while I was doing my skin routine, I just had something come to my head. Now it's after 6 o'clock in the morning. I have on no makeup, nothing. This is me. This is all me, except for the lashes. And something had came to me, and it literally almost made me cry. I don't know if y'all know this, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody. I'm just repeating history here, or reciting histories, going over something that happened a long time ago. We can't change history, but we can change the future. So basically, do y'all know, some of y'all do not know that black women, after having a baby, black women was not allowed to rest. You had to get, after you have the baby, you got to get right back out there, either in the fields or either when slavery was over, our people had to get, the women had to get back to work. They had to get back to cleaning and all this stuff. And if you had your baby and the man's wife had their baby, you had to use your breast milk for their child. You couldn't use your breast milk for your baby. But if you were caught resting, if you were caught at home just recovering from having a child, that was either I think $5,000 fine or jail time. Either way it was against the law. So anyway, black women was never allowed to get the rest that they needed, and it had just become normal for us not to take care of ourselves. It became normal for us not to put time into ourselves. It became a normal thing. And if we did try to put time into ourselves or do any kind of self-care, the first thing we was told is you want to be white. If we got weave in our hair, you want to be white, because they equated good things to whiteness. Anything that was good, it was equated to whiteness altogether, no matter what it was we tried to do. So while I'm doing my skin routine, I'm thinking the songs that was made. Bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the bag. Okay, but we don't want to be a bald head scallywag, so we put weave in our hair. I don't know, I don't care, get that horse's back his hair, or something. It ain't fair, get that horse's back his hair. Okay, you said something about that. Okay, I don't like the way she built. Man, she built straight up and down. She got an ironing board body. She got a chest like a 12-year-old boy. Okay, women go and get a BBL. The BBL stank. You go get a boob job. It look like you got on shoulder pads. We can't get no damn break from nobody. We get our nails done. We get picked on. All the people just tapping the screen and stuff with all that. That right there to me is not funny. It's not funny. Because you're basically making fun of black women and anything that they do to try to enhance their beauty and to make themselves better. So the moment we take time and put in ourselves something our grandparents couldn't do, or great-grandparents couldn't do, the moment we put time into ourselves, the first thing we're told is take off that hair and them lashes, and we'll see how you really look. You just called me a bald head scallywag. You just said to get a damn horse's hair back. What do you want from us? And the sad part about it, guess who it come from? Our own men. It come from our own men. So, damn trying to look good for you. Damn trying to look good for you. Because you're going to find a way to put me down anyway. But that came from your great great granddaddy because he was too much of a coward to confront the white foreman. He was too much of a coward to stand up to his white boss. So he came home and he took it out on his children and on his wife. But they never taught you that this is not what you're supposed to do. They run the risk of being strange fruit hanging from a tree. And that was understandable. But there was ways to deal with it because your wife didn't do it. Why she had to be the punching bag. So you have learned behavior. You was taught to talk. You was taught to talk to us any kind of way because we were fair game. There was no punishment for you that you would get if you put us down. There was nothing. I mean, we was like a nothing to you. But to get another race of woman, that right there was an accessory. That was a trophy for you to go around and brag, to show people that you won. But did you really? Because I feel sorry for the woman who you believe you scored with. Because she was somebody that you used. You used her. You used her to satisfy your own selfishness. Because after you get her, the same women you talk about, it's the same women you are looking at. You are looking at her in every way you can look at her. And you lust. You lust after her. Now black women have become, so let's say, the shiznayit. We become the standard of beauty. And you find ways to put that down instead of being proud of us. Do you know Indian women was getting the daylights beat out of them? Not all, but some. And I saw this on Oprah. A lot of Indian women was getting the daylights beat out of them. And when they started selling their hair, they started making money. Guess who was buying their hair? Do you know we actually stopped those Indian women from getting their asses beat by their husbands who was stressed out, who took their frustration out on the woman? Yeah, we bought her hair and elevated her. It was women of color. Because that's all the hair that we bought. And when you holler, take that white woman's hair out of your hair, we don't use white women hair. And it's nothing against white women. We don't use that texture of hair. We don't even use our own women texture of hair. I've never used it. I mean, I don't have anything against it. But I don't recall ever using our own women hair, which our women grows a lot of hair. We got black women that got hair all the way down to there. But you know what? But I don't think they sell their hair like that. But when it comes to other women of color do sell their hair. And that's all the hair we buy is women of color. So I want you to understand that, Mia. And it's nothing against white women. This is just what these black men go around hollering like they know everything. They don't know everything. So it just hurts me to my heart that the way we've been put down, the moment we take a break, our grandmothers, hell, your grandmama couldn't take a break. Be happy for us. Please be happy for us. That's all I ask of you. Because we're not talking about no dingy cornrows that have not been washed in 50 years. We're not talking about butts sticking out with stains on them and you can smell last week Baduka. You know, we don't talk about you like that. We don't talk about the spray you get on your head after you get a haircut. And we don't talk about the extra hair pieces that you pay for at the barbershop. We don't put you down. We call you our king. I wish y'all would call us your queen. Because you are repeating what the colonizers told you to repeat. And if you're a man, you wouldn't do it. Y'all have a good night.